Hello and welcome back to Keep Moving with Emily, my friends. I'm so glad you are joining me. So we are in the month of April, and every day in the month of April, I'm doing a different fitness challenge. And so I thought, how fun would it be to combine all the days of the week into one workout? So we're going to be knocking out different formats. We're going to be doing some amraps. We're going to be doing some tabata, intervals, EMOMs, and then we'll finish with some stretching. But I hope you join me this month. Like I said, every day of the week is a different format, and over the course of the next 4 weeks, we're going to slowly progress those into something a little bit more challenging, but we're going to be focusing on our cardio and our core. So make sure you have some weights. This can be done seated or standing. I'll be showing both variations, and just a fun way to get your body moving. Like I said, we're going to be working our core, we're working our cardiovascular system, but we'll also be throwing in some strength. So we're going to start off with a nice warm-up. Again, seated or standing, whichever version feels best for you. I'm going to kind of be alternating between the two, so you listen to your body. My whole goal is to keep you moving safely and in a fun way. So here we go. I'm going to start off nice and seated, but again, feel free to do it standing. Big breath in, up overhead. Exhale it out. Couple shoulder rolls here. We're going to get a nice dynamic warm-up in. And exhale. Good. Roll those shoulders. Last one. Exhale. Good. All right, we're going to open up the chest. I'm going to tap my foot. If you're standing, you can do a side step. Open up the arms nice and big. Opening up that chest. Good. Good. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to reach arms up overhead and swing forward, almost like a little bit of a hinge, a little bit of a skier. Good. Inhale as arms come up. Exhale as we come down. Kind of bring my chest towards those thighs. Standing options kind of here. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, we're going to reach across the body and reach. Nice little spinal twist here. Perfect. You can do big arms if you want. Reach. Got to warm up our spine. Perfect. Standing options here. Nice twist and reach. Perfect. Let's reach it up and over this time. Nice big stretch in those lats. Sometimes I like to put my forearm on my thigh. Gives me a little bit more stability. We're just warming up our body right now, so if this is too fast, you can always slow it down. Perfect. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, arms come out to the side. Tiny little circles forward. You can add in a knee march. Perfect. Core is nice and strong. Reverse the direction of those arms, warming up the shoulders. Yep. Perfect. Still marching those feet. We're going to go palms to the sky, palms to the ground. Nice little rotation. And then I want you to come forward. Perfect. Standing's here. So maybe we march in place. Come forward again. Feeling those shoulders warm up. Last time. Forward. And rest. Perfect. Okay, we're going to warm up our lower body. So we're going to start off with hamstring scoops. If we're standing, I want both feet together. Reach down towards those toes, big scoop forward. Good. Just like so. Hinging at the waist. Reach. Nice stretch in those hamstrings. If we're seated, legs are extended out. Reach towards those extended legs. A big circle. Good. Getting a nice stretch in those hamstrings. If you want to go single leg, where one leg is forward, that's fine too. Just make sure you switch. Perfect. Keep it up. 3, 2. Last one here. Hinge forward, reach, big scoop. Perfect. All right, we're going into knee hugs. The standing option is going to challenge your balance. So if you need to take a seat, go for it. You're going to pull that knee in, rotate in the ankle, and release. Switch. Warming up those hips, warming up our ankles. You're just going to hug for a couple of seconds, rotate the ankle a couple of times, or point and flex your toe, and switch. Again, if you're doing this standing, we're really going to challenge our balance. Woo. Good. Let's do one more on each leg. Perfect. Last one here. Good. We're going to go into hip openers. So standing option. We're here. Leg comes up and over, up and over. Hang on to a chair if you need it. Seated option. We're here. Out to the side, or physically lifting. Perfect. Keep it up. Just moving those hips in different directions. You got it. Let's go one more on each side. Hip opener and hip opener. Perfect. We're going to go into windmill. So nice wide stance if we're standing. Arms are out wide. Opposite hand comes down to touch opposite ankle, shin, whichever feels better. Like so. Seated option, same idea. Out to the side. Nice little spinal twist and up. Hinging with a little bit of a twist. You got it. Last two. Here we go. Perfect. All right, roll those shoulders. March it in place. If you need to warm up anything else, go for it. We are going to get started with what happens on Mondays, which is AMRAP. Grab a swig of water, and we're going to get started shortly. All right, AMRAP Monday, beginning of the week, is up on the screen. AMRAP stands for as many rounds as possible. So it's you versus you. You get to get as many rounds as you can in 3 minutes. I'll put 3 minutes on the clock, and you're going to knock out 10 weighted sit-ups, then 10 hacky sack jacks, and then 10 sit-up, punch, punch, and then 10 wood chop presses. These can be done seated or standing. I'm going to show you both options, and then we're going to get the timer on, and then I'll probably be alternating between both. So seated options for all of these exercises. That weighted sit-up, you're going to sit on the edge of your chair, weights at your chest. You're going to lean back, exhale, elbows to knees. Once you hit 10, then you're going to go into 10 hacky sack jacks. Place that weight on the ground. You're either touching the inside of that foot or similar to that windmill. Okay? I want you to go right, left as 1. You got to get to 10. All right? And then we're going to be doing sit-up, punch, punch. So no weights. Sit up, punch, punch. That's 1. Once you hit 10, you'll move on to the next thing, which is that wood chop press. You can use a weight or a ball. We're going to reach it up to the sky, twist to the right, up to the sky, twist to the left. That's 1. You're going to do 10. And you're going to put all 4 of these exercises on repeat until the timer is up. For those of you who want to do this seated, it's going to be going down, up, down, up. So starting with those weighted sit-ups, you'll be on the ground here, weights at our chest, exhale up, 10 of those. Hacky sack jacks, a couple of options. If you want a high intensity option, touching the inside of that foot, this is going to challenge balance. Your other option is a nice little ice skater, opposite hand to that opposite knee, pushing the hips back. Nice little inner thigh stretch, but also good cardio. Then you're going to go back to the ground. I'm telling you, this is the whole part of the workout. You're going to go sit up, punch, punch for 10. And then you got wood chop presses. This is going to be a standing move again. Reach it up to the sky. Hip, sky, hip. You can add in a little bit of a pivot as you bring that weight up and pivot. Right, left is 1. All right. Which version are you doing? Seated or standing? Let's go. We got 3 minutes on the clock. See how many rounds you can get. It's a fun competition, you versus you. You can keep up with me if you can. You may be faster than me. You may be slower than me. That is okay. I'm going to turn on our timer. We're going to get started. I'm going to start on the floor. But if you need to do that chair version, I'll be joining you soon. All right, 3 minutes is on the clock. We'll get started in 10 seconds. All right, if you're sitting in your chair, sit on the edge. Bring that weight to your chest. Don't forget to use your breath. In 3, 2, 1. Exhale as those elbows come to those knees. Give me 10. Good. The closer that weight is to your chest, the more challenging it's going to be. Good. Once you hit those 10, then you're giving me those hacky sack jacks. Remember, right, left is 1. Good. Once you hit 10, let's go. Keep working. Talking and counting is hard to do. Nice. Just getting up. Here we go. Good. That other option, up. I like this one too. It's kind of fun. Feels good in the thighs. It also helps if I have balance issues. Once you hit 10 hacky sack jacks, you're going back to those sit-ups with a punch punch. Woo! We're getting that heart rate up. We're working our core. Keep working. 1 minute down. Really twist as you punch. Use that breath. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Nice. All the breathing. Let's go. And then you're going to stand it back up. Or you got those wood chop presses. Here we go. We got 10. Come on. Keep it up. If your weight gets too heavy, you can always change it up. Go for something lighter. Use a tennis ball. Lighter weight. I'm going 10 hard count, so right, left is 1. You got 3 left. Work that core, come on. And once you're done there, you're back at the top with those weighted sit-ups. Good, I'm joining you seated. Less than a minute to go. Come on. You got this. Good. I want you to keep moving this whole time. Even if we only get through maybe like 1.5 rounds, that is okay. As long as you keep moving, that's what counts. Let's go. Hacky sack jacks. Keep working after those. You've got those sit-up punch punch. And then those wood chop presses. 15 seconds hard. Nice. Woo. I want you to keep moving. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Awesome work. All right. AMRAP Monday complete. We're moving on to Tabata Tuesday. Grab a swig of water. Moving on to our next round. All right, friends. Tabata Tuesday. We're doing Tabata. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 rounds. We are alternating between rowing abs and high-low punches. So rowing abs, grab a weight if you've got one. We're going to row like so. Once that whistle blows, then your next one is high to low punches, okay? Seated version is that. High intensity option, we're on the floor, leaning slightly back, and again, rowing those abs. And then when the whistle blows, we're going to stand it up and go for high to low punches. We're going core, cardio, alternating between those 2 exercises, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 rounds through. I'm going to do half on the floor, half in the chair. You figure out which version works for you, and we're going to get started soon. All right, friends, 10 seconds, we'll get started. I'm going to start on the floor, starting with those rowing abs. Let's go. Whistle blows. Here we go. Row, row, row your boat. Almost like you're pretending to kayak. Good. Good. Once that whistle blows, we're going into high-low punches. Good. Cardio portion. So you're either standing it up. Again, we're punching up to the corner and then down. Let's go. Here we go. High to low. Once you figure out the movement, I want you to try to speed it up if you can. There you go. If we're standing and maybe lower body, we have a little bit of balance issues, just use the arms. Come on. If you want to really go hardcore, you can. Rest. Back to those rowing abs. Drop it to the floor if you're here. Get in your chair, grab your weight, slightly lean back. Rowing abs. I love this music because it tells us what round we're on. There are 8 rounds in a Tabata. Keep working the core. Breathe. Come on. Nice. Rest. Back to those high-low punches. This time we're going to punch up in front in the middle, and then down low. Change it up on you a little bit. Let's go. Up, right in front, and then down low. Good. Do you notice your core has to be engaged? Yep. Come on. Keep moving. You're already halfway there. Yes. All right. I'm going to finish the last half seated, but those standing, get on the floor, rowing abs. If we're in the chair, lean back slightly. Row. Round number 5. Come on. Just think, we only have to do one more set of rowing abs after this. Nice, slow and controlled. Working those arms with that weight, working our core. Good. Drop that weight. We're going back to that crossover punch. Nice big punches up and down. Hands up. Let's go. Up and down. So, you've got the option of just upper body punches, or you can add in the leg. I'm punching same arm, same leg. They're just kind of going in different directions. Really working the brain. Woo! Let's go. Rest. All right, friends, last set of rowing abs. You've got this. Round number 7. Drop it to the floor if you're doing that high intensity option. Lean it back. Row, row, row your boat. Where are you headed? My favorite place is to be in the mountains, so I will envision myself kayaking in the beautiful mountains of Colorado. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Almost finished. Awesome, friends. All right, last 20 seconds. I want you to punch up in front, right straight, down, down. You ready? Last 20 seconds. Good. Punches are such a great cardiovascular. I can do this standing. I can do this seated. It's a really great way to get the heart pumping. Plus, if you're having a bad day, this is how you take it out right here. Finish strong. We're almost there. By the end of this workout, boom, we will be what my shirt says, which is stronger than MS. Awesome work. Grab some water. Tabata Tuesday is done. Let's go on ahead and move on to Work Your Core Wednesday. All right, welcome back, friends. We are on to Work That Core Wednesday. You're going to see 4 exercises up on the screen where we're really going to focus on our core. We're going opposite sides, so like that Russian twist or bicycles. So we're going to go right, left being 1. We're going to do 10 reps of each, and then we're going to finish with some lower body. So for those Russian twists, if you were on the floor, you're going to grab your weight. You're going to slightly lean back, bring that weight to that hip, right, left. That's 1. If you're on the floor for these bicycles, back is flat, knees are at 90. My hands are kind of by my ears. I'm going to twist across, bringing elbow to knee as I extend the other leg out. Nice, slow, and controlled. Again, right, left being 1. Then we're going to be doing penguins. So on the floor, you're going to have feet flat on the floor, lift shoulder blades up off the mat, engaging in the core. And then I'm going to lean to one side, bringing fingertips to one heel, lean to the other side, bringing fingertips to the other heel. You're kind of swiveling back and forth. Again, right, left being 1. And then we're going to do figure 8s, which is like one of my favorites. It's super fun. Kind of similar position. We're working our dexterity and our core. Feet are at 90 as I extend one leg, bring the ball underneath the bent leg, switch and switch. Just like that. Cool? All right, and then we're going to finish with sit to stands or squats. I'm going to show the seated version now. So for our seated version, you can use a weight, you can use a tennis ball. We're going to lean back, bring that ball to that hip like so. And then bicycles, we can either go opposite elbow, opposite knee. If that's too much, we can come down, touching that hand to that ankle, similar to that hacky sack jack or the windmill that we did in the warm-up. Then we're going to do penguins. If you want to make this more challenging in the chair, you're going to grab 2 weights, lean it down to the right, then down to the left, working those obliques. If the weights are too much, you can just reach the hands. And then for figure 8s, we're going to use that tennis ball. Feet are nice and wide. Under left, over left, under right, over right. That being 1, we're going figure 8s with the tennis ball. Now, when we get to the sit to stands, you've got some options. You can do leg extensions, lifting the toes, squeezing in the quad for that seated option. If you want to try a sit to stand and need a little bit more assistance, hang on to a desk. We're here for those sit to stands. Or you can just stand, and then that high intensity option is a good old squat. You can always add weight to make it more challenging. Cool? So I'm going to count us out for each of the exercises. You figure out, do you want to do the floor version, the chair version? I'm going to be alternating back and forth. So you pick which one works for you, and let's get started. Alrighty. We're going to start off with those nice little Russian twists. So if you're on the floor, feet can be on the floor or feet can be up off the floor. It's a lot more challenging. So here we go. Right, left is one. Here we go. Twist. 1, 2, 3. Use your breath. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got it. 9 and 10. Perfect. We're moving on to bicycles. I'll show that quick version for the seated again. Elbow to knee or touch that ankle. I'm dropping it to the floor. We're going for 10. Right, left is 1. Remember, all right, if we're on the floor, knees are at 90. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it up. 9 and 10. Woo! All right, moving on to penguins. Again, if you're on the floor, shoulder blades have to come up off the ground, and we're swiveling back and forth, working those obliques. I'm going to pop in my chair. Lots of up and down. If you're doing that seated version, you can hold the weights or not. It's up to you. All right, here we go. Right, left is 1. We're going for 10. 1, 2. Keep that chest up nice and high. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep it up. 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Start feeling that core fire. All right, if you were in the chair, you're going to do under, over. Hang on nice and tight to that ball. The wider your legs, the more you're going to work your core. That's your option in the chair. For those of us on the floor, I want you to lay flat on your back. Knees come up at 90. My ball is starting in my right hand. My right leg is going to extend long under my left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, works the dexterity, works the core. Love it. All right, here's our last bit. We've got 1 minute of sit to stands or 1 minute of leg extensions or 1 minute of squats. You decide which version works for you. You ready? Sit to stands or leg extensions starting now. So that seated option, I'm lifting my toe, squeezing in my quad. I can also physically lift. If that is your option, go for it. Or we're doing sit to stands. Come on. If you're like, this is easy, hold on to a weight. That'll make it much more difficult, much more challenging. Or you just go to that squat. Not even touching the booty to the chair, making sure I'm pushing my hips back, knees aren't coming over those toes. Chest stays nice and high. So if you've got a logo on your shirt like me, I want to be able to see it. I don't want you bending over like so, okay? Chest stays high. Exhale as we stand. You got 15 seconds to go. You're doing awesome. Keep it up, friends. Yep. Last 5 seconds. I'll finish with you seated. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Grab some water. We are moving on to Thursday where we'll be doing an EMOM. Really focus on straight cardio. It's super fun. And yeah, we're going to get there. Grab a swig of water. Let's go. All right, friends, we are on to EMOM Thursday. EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. All right. So how it works is 4 minutes is going to come up on the clock. The first minute, you want to try to hit 30 cherry pickers. Once you hit 30 cherry pickers, you rest until the next minute. That's when you start the next exercise. All right, so the idea is the quicker you can get through the exercise, the more rest you have, but that will also take some energy. So this is kind of a test of endurance and also pacing yourself, okay? So if you're doing a cherry picker standing, it's just hands to the sky, hands to the hips, little squat. You're going for 30, okay? Seated option, we're here, hands to the sky, hands to the hips, either down to those ankles, if bending over makes you dizzy, hands to the sky, hands to the hips, reach it forward. You hit 30, you rest. I'm gonna let you know when about 20 seconds is coming. Even if you haven't hit the rep count, I want you to rest so you have some time to recover before the next one, okay? So really you're trying to get these reps in before 40 seconds. The next one is forward wide. So arms are gonna come forward, arms are gonna come wide, that's one. So we're going nice and quick, working the brain a little bit. If you wanna march those feet, you totally can. Standing option, forward wide. You can jog. Again, you're going to hit 40 and then you rest. Cool? Next exercise is 50 jumping jacks. I know, that's kind of odd. Arms can come up. They can kind of be like a fast jack, so arms can be here, nice and quick. Okay? You hit 50, you rest. I will let you know when that 20-second mark is so you can rest even if you don't hit that number. These are our goals. The whole idea is to keep you moving for these next 4 minutes. Then our last one is 100 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hit 100 and you call it a day. All right. Can you dig it? Let's go. We've got this. It's going to be awesome. We've got those cherry pickers. We're going for 30, all right? We're going to get started in 10 seconds. Figure out you want standing, you want seated version. Up to you. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Whoop. Keep it up. Yep, you got it. Come on. Yep. Come on, can you finish your reps? I'll let you know when 20 seconds is. All right, if you haven't hit your rep count yet, go on ahead and rest. We have about 15 seconds till we got to hit 40 forward wides. 10 seconds. Catch your breath. Nice big deep breaths in and out. 5 seconds, we'll get started. Forward wide. We're looking for 40. Ready? Let's go. Keep it up. Come on. Nice. Once you hit 40, you get to rest. 10 seconds till we get to that 20-second mark where everybody rests. Come on. All right, we got 20 seconds. If you haven't finished your reps, rest. Next is those 50 jumping jacks. Standing, seated, you can incorporate lower body. Even with this seated option, feet can come out if you want, or just do arms. Try to hit 50 in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come on. Keep it up. Once you hit 50, you get to rest. Woo! Come on. Keep working hard. 5 seconds until all of us will rest. Even if you didn't hit 50 reps, I want you to take a break. We have 100 punches left, and this round will be over. You've got it. We'll get started in 15 seconds. If you're doing the standing version, I want you to sink it into a little bit of a squat as you punch, or you're in that chair. Core is engaged. 5 seconds, we'll get started. I want you to try to get to those 100 punches. You ready? Let's go. Keep it up. Come on, keep punching. Hit that 100 reps. Let's go. If you want to keep going hardcore, we've got 20 seconds till this minute's up. You can go keep punching or you rest. That's up to you. Last 15 seconds till this minute is up. You can do a little bit of a cool down punch if you want. I hope you hit those 100 reps. You have 7 seconds until this round is over. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Did you get those 100 reps in? Did you get all the reps in? Super proud of you. That EMOM is done. We are moving on to our Friday interval. All right, welcome back, friends. We are on to Interval Friday. So we are doing a high intensity interval format, working 30 seconds, resting for 10, 4 times through, same exercise. So I like to call the seated one sky to ground. The standing one is a squat press. So I'm using one weight. I've got 10 pounds here and 5 pounds. Seated option is weight is going to come down towards the floor, whether you tap the weight to the floor or not. And then you're going to sit up first, then you're going to curl press, okay? You're there for 30 seconds. We're going to go 4 rounds. Okay, the idea is I want you to bring that weight to the floor, sit up nice and tall first, then you're going to curl and press. Cool? All right, your next option is if you want to do a sit to stand. It's going to be a little bit more challenging because the weight has to stay at your chest. You're going to stand and press and then sit back down. Again, working for 30 seconds, 10 seconds rest. So for those of you where a sit to stand weighted isn't a good option, you can stay standing and do like a mini squat and then press it up to the sky, or you can just press it up to the sky, okay? And then for those of you who want a hardcore version, weights at our chest, we're gonna squat it down, elbows to knees, stand it up, and press. We've got 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 4 rounds through. Are you ready? Let's do this. We're gonna get started in about 10 seconds. Are you ready? I'm going to start off with the seated option. Standing one, remember, squat to press or sit to stand with the press. All right. So if we're doing that seated option, we're going to reach up, hinge forward, sit up nice and tall, curl, then press. Good. This hinging motion, important. We do this every day. We bend over. We got to use that core to get us back up. Keep the core nice and strong as you sit up. We don't want to hurt your back, especially if you're holding this weight. Good. Keep going. Rest. Nice. You have 10 seconds rest. All right, seated option. You keep doing that. I'm going to do the sit to stand with the press. Just show all the different variations. So we got to stand up first, find your balance, then press it up to the sky. Slowly sit it back down. You're going to notice this exercise, full body right here, right? Because we're working lower body, we're working upper body. Anytime we reach arms up overhead, we are working our cardio. And your core also has to stay nice and strong, especially as we reach up overhead. Good. 5 seconds to go. And rest. We're halfway there, friends. 2 more rounds. The next one I'm going to do is that like mini squat with a press. So maybe if a full sit to stand doesn't work and a full squat doesn't work, you can just do a slight little bend, push those hips back, and stand. So you're noticing hips kind of come back just a little bit. Good. But, challenge yourself. Can you do a sit to stand with that weight at least once? Awesome. We're going for quality, not quantity. So we don't really care about the rep count here. Rest. Friends, we're on our last round. We've got this. Last round, best round. All right, I'm going to end hardcore. Keep working hard, friends. Down and up. Good. Pushing through those quads, weight comes up overhead. Yep, if the weight ever gets too heavy, drop it. I want you to still do the move even if it's just reaching hands up overhead. Come on. So good. Woo! Let's go. Keep working. Keep working. And rest. Woo! High fives to the screen. We have 2 more days to go. A Saturday and a Sunday. You're doing awesome. Grab some water. Here we go. All right, here we are, friends. Aerobics Saturday. We're working on some aerobics with a little bit of core. Some of these we've seen before. Some of these are new. We're starting with rope climb. So arms reach up overhead. Right, left is 1. We're going for 20. Okay, nice and quick. You can jog it out if you want. Seated option, you can march those knees while you reach. Okay, then we're doing those 20 penguins. 1, 2 to 20. And then we're going 20 punches. Right, left is 1. And then 20 fast jacks, arms up overhead. We're going to go through this twice. You're welcome to stick with me. If you need to go a little bit slower, you can do that. But the idea is we're just going to continuously go through these 2 times through. You ready? Ready? Seated and standing, both are great options. I'm going to do the first round seated, second round standing. We're starting with those rope climbs in 3, 2, 1. You can stick to my count or go at your own. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, moving on to penguins. 1, 4, 5. You can slow it down if you need to. 13, 14, 5 to go. 5, 4, work those obliques. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. All right, we are moving on to 20 punches straight in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then we're going for fast jacks for 20. Let's go. 1, 2, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice. All right, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to finish. And we got 1 more set. We're going through those 1 more time. This time I'm going to do it standing. Feel free to do all of these standing. You can be here, here, punches and jacks if you want to try. Standing is a really great exercise. It's a good option, but if that doesn't work for you, stay seated. All right? Here we go, friends. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. (16, 18, 19, and 20. Penguins. My legs are nice and wide. Reach it down to the right, down to the left. 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13. 5 to go. 5, 4, keep it up. 3, 2, 1. 20 punches. Let's go. 1, 2, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. Awesome. Finishing with 20 jacks. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish strong, friends. High fives to the screen. Guess what? Sundays are the day we stretch. We get some vitamin D. So we are going to stretch it out all together in a seated position. cool it down, and call it a day. Super proud of you. What a great workout, right? Now you know what kind of happens every day of the week throughout the month of April. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook or YouTube so that you can join me. My calendar there is posted so you know exactly what's happening. I hope you continue to join me. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, go for it. Do it now. Click the bell so you can get alerted when new workouts are coming. But let's stretch it out for Sunday. Oh, friends, it feels so good to move our bodies, right? There's so many different ways to get you moving, to work your core. Even if it's in a seated position, you're still getting in a great workout. So I'm super proud of you for all the hard work you did. Heart rate is kind of up there. Body's probably like, oh yeah, let's go. So we're gonna calm our body down before we start stretching. So you can keep palms facing up towards the sky, hands on your thighs, whichever direction. And I just want you to close your eyes. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts. 4, 3, 2. Exhale through the mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale again through the nose, filling up the lungs. And as you exhale, let those shoulders just kind of melt into your body. Really trying to do 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Nice. So we're going to start with extended mountain pose. So inhale, hands up overhead, palms come together, lengthen in the spine, reaching hands up overhead. Big breath in. And then I want you to exhale, open up the chest. Maybe you grab behind your chair, interlock fingers behind your back, really opening up the chest, lifting. Take a nice big breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to round in the back into kind of that cat pose, almost like you're hugging a tree. A nice stretch in those shoulder blades. Let's open up one more time into that cow position, or cobra, whatever you want to call it here. Big breath in. Exhale, round in the back, back into that cat. Sometimes I like to tuck my chin, but if you get that weird electric zing, don't do that. Nice. Open up arms nice and wide. Pull fingertips up to the sky. Nice little forearm stretch. And then bring one arm across your chest, hug that arm to your chest, looking over the shoulder, and then rotate in the wrist. Good. Gonna kind of stretch from the head to our toes. Inhale, arms open again, pull fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, other arm comes across our chest, hug the chest, hug your arm to your chest, go over the shoulder and rotate in your wrist. Good. As we exhale, I just want you to shake out the arms. Good. I'm placing my right hand on my chair. I'm going to inhale, left arm up, nice and straight by my ear, and then I'm going to lean over to that right side. I like to call this half moon stretch. Feels good in those lats all along our shoulder and then those obliques that we worked. Good. My hand just is on my chair just for extra stability. But you can still get a really effective stretch from a chair position. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left arm comes to our chair. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale over. Good stretches to do while you're at your desk or, at the table or. Good. Stretching we never want to neglect. Super important. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm comes down. We're going to do a little bit of a spinal twist. So as we inhale, I want you to turn the top half of your body towards the right wall. My left hand goes onto my right leg, and then my right arm kind of comes back behind. Nice chest stretch and spinal twist. If that back arm doesn't work for you, you can just stay here. Nice twist in the spine. As we inhale and exhale, twist to the other side. So my right hand's on the outside of that left leg, and then I can bring that left arm back behind, looking back over that shoulder, depending on range of motion. Good. Big breath in. And exhale, come back to center. Perfect. All right, we're going to be doing kind of like a knee hug. So I want you to grab underneath that knee, pull the knee up towards your chest, and I want you to rotate in that ankle, point and flex the toe a few times. Depending on maybe tightness in our leg, we may have to kind of like pull in and release a few times. Inhale here. Exhale, lengthen leg long, heels in the ground, toes pointed up. Reaching towards that toe if you can. Maybe it's just your shin, ankle, knee. Feeling a nice stretch in the back of that leg. Using your breath. Good. Now as we inhale this time, I want you to place that hand underneath your knee. Pull that knee up and then gently place the ankle on top of your thigh. And then as we exhale, we're bringing that chest towards that bent leg. You're going to feel this in your glute, hip, inner thigh. And depending on like maybe the angle or the way you look, you're going to notice it stretches different places. So whatever feels good to you, that's kind of what I want you to do. It shouldn't hurt. But I have really tight hips, so I should probably stretch this more. Good. Now we're going to pull that knee in and then gently place the foot on the floor. Other side. Grab underneath that knee, pull the knee in, point and flex the toe, rotate the ankle. You got it. Exhale. Lengthen long, reach towards that toe, shin, ankle. Every time you exhale, see if you can sink a little deeper or reach a little further. Good. Perfect. All right, let's grab underneath that knee, pull the knee up, gently place the ankle on top of our thigh, hinge it forward. Good work, friends. Super proud of you. This was a solid workout. So fun. My April aerobics fitness challenge. Pull that knee back up, placing the foot onto the floor. We're going to finish with a nice little forward fold. So I want you to inhale, arms up overhead. My feet are kind of more than shoulder width apart. And then I'm going to exhale, forward fold, bring my chest towards those thighs. If you're able to, place the hands onto the floor. You can let the head hang heavy. You can walk hands from right to left if that feels good to you. Another option is just to keep those elbows on those thighs, hinging forward, just relieving a little bit of pressure on that lower back. You can shake your head yes or no, right to left. When you're ready, place your palms on top of your thighs. Push through the palms, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. We're going to finish with a nice neck stretch. Right ear to right shoulder. Gently place your hand on top of your head and then reach left arm down. Nice stretch in the neck. We hold a lot of tension here, so you can play with the angle of your chin to your chest. Depending on if you get weird electric zings, then don't do that. Good. Gently release. Left ear to left shoulder. Right arm down. Here we go. Nice little stretch here. Good. Head comes back up to neutral. One more big breath in up overhead. Exhale it out. Give yourselves a hand, friends. Just like my shirt says, you are stronger than MS or whatever challenge you may be facing. Super proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe and join me back for another Keep Moving with Emily. Have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye, friends.